and we'll get a little, we'll get a photo of that. That might just be the cover right there. It's just arm as big as your head. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, Mike and Mona Show.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we're going. We're going. Yeah. Hey, I got some great news for you guys. I always say that I'm going to do this, and then we never get around to it. I say, I'm going to ask you guys a question, or you guys are going to ask me a question. I'm going to answer it. And so we got Mona here too, because she's also a natty, even though.
I am a natty?
Yeah, you look like a fake natty though.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Let's see what happens.
So here. We have off to the right here, which is a beautiful thing. Watch this, guys. Ready? Ready? You. If you ever saw the Muppet Show and you're old enough to know the Muppet Show, this is basically the two old guys that are heckling everybody.
You just tilted the phone.
I did. I did that. Right there. How's that?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, your questions are being asked by today the mighty, the tall, as Kelly calls him, Treetop. Serge, you're on deck, sir.
Ooh,
First question of the day, please.
First question of the day. If you could have eaten a certain way in your 20s for better results now, what would you have eaten?
The reason I'm here today, okay, so the question was, if I could have ate better in my 20s, what would have I changed to be better today? Believe it or not, the way I ate in my 20s set me up to be where I am today. Here's the problem with today's eating. Today's eating is carbophobia. There we go, carbophobia. You guys are so scared of carbs, and you guys don't listen to the conversations the doctors and the advocate people for carbohydrates and stay away from carbohydrates. Listen to the conversations. The conversation is about heart disease. So again, I fully understand why the doctors are saying this. The doctors are trying to take care of a problem with heart disease because you Americans have a problem with portion size, with control, eating proper carbs. And so you guys go off and just go ballistic. And so they just go, okay, take carbs out. We're going to solve heart disease. They're not saying stop eating carbs. Eat healthy. Did you know oatmeal is some of the greatest nutrients for heart disease? Help a healthy heart. Oatmeal. Mo.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
it's
wow.
one of the number one
That's
things
why I'm eating
for the heart. You eat everything.
Yeah, well, hey, not everything. I just eat.
No, she's not like Surgeon Jeff, but we're not going to get into that. Going back to how I ate as a 20-year-old, and it's not even 20, because you got to remember, I already won the universe by 20. How did I set myself up to win? Well,
peanut butter and sandwich.
Peanut butter and jam sandwiches. Yeah. It was pasta. It was whole eggs. And this is gross, but what I would do is I would take whole eggs, tuna fish, and pasta, put it in a bucket, mix it, and eat. And I would eat right before I trained and right after I trained. It smelled terrible because of tuna fish.
I like tuna.
Didn't care. But I was very much a carbivore, and that set me up to win. Obviously, the protein was high. Obviously, at that time, I never worried about the fat in the sense of I need to have a certain amount of avocados or yolks or anything like that. I just ate red meat, pasta, chicken, tuna, but a lot of potatoes and pasta was my go-to.
You had
in my teenage years.
Options, I see.
No,
the only thing I had, it was meat and potatoes. A lot of potatoes in Romania.
Well, you also hunted down your own
yes, we did.
Food.
Listen, at least it was fresh and organic.
Yeah, that's organic, all right. Very fresh. Honey, go get something. I'm gonna go kill a goat.
Oh, sure did. Killed chickens, killed what I had to. I had to do what I had to do to eat.
Guys, I do sleep with my eyes open, just so you know. And there's no knives in the house. So it's a great question, though, because I'm glad that you guys are finally comprehending that you youngsters need to know what I did to set myself up. And basically, it was a high-calorie intake, proper nutrition.
A proper nutrition.
Proper
Let's
nutrition.
Put an accent on that because...
For you youngsters, and again, I was already a champion at 15, 16. I was already winning the state championships in powerlifting. I was winning the teenage shows at 15 years old. So I hope you guys understand that and you guys start this journey. Because remember, that was over 35 years ago for me. That's almost 42 years ago I started training. And we're still healthy today and still doing this today. So hopefully you guys understand that. That was a great question, though. I really appreciate that. How to eat for a teenager.
There we go.
All right, next question.
Next question's
Oh
coming.
my God, Mike, you train with no belts and no equipment. Would you say belts are useless?
Oh wow.
How do you do that?
Okay. So when do you use equipment? Do you use belts and stuff like that?
I don't.
Why don't you?
Because I don't need to. Here it is. If you don't limp, why use a can?
A can?
You know,
Can opener, a cane?
cane.
I know what you're saying. I know what she's saying, guys. Relax.
it's like-
English is her second language.
it's
That's
like if
actually
you
her
don't-
fourth language.
Yeah,
so
fifth
relax.
language, okay,
So
so-
her point was, if you don't have a limp, why are you walking with a cane? If you walk with a cane, you develop a limp.
There you go.
Now here's some factual stuffs. The actor from House, a great character, and
Everybody knows House. If they
If
tell me
you
they
guys
don't
remember
know
Show
the
House. So
I'm
House's
leaving.
character that he would film only 6 months out of the year walked with a limp and a cane. Now here's the great thing. After doing the show, I think it was 7 years, when he finished the show, he walked with a limp. Not injured, not anything.
Mm-hmm.
The body adapted to the cane and to the limp. My point is this. Did I use equipment? 100%. Did I come to a realization that equipment is freaking great for a powerlifting meet? 100%. And it's great 12 weeks out from a powerlifting meet. You will put some great numbers up if you use it for a portion of time. How does it benefit during the rest of the year? It doesn't. Okay, we got some great textbooks here that will talk about this. Have you ever seen a guy squat with a powerlifting belt and still use his back and bow over? Yes. So it doesn't keep your back straight. It doesn't. Does it support you? Yes, it does. But it still takes your body itself to be the main belt. Train your body correctly. The reason why I don't do it is because I realized by 22, 24 years old, when I was doing gladiators, and I was squatting over 700, and I was deadlifting over 700, and benching over 500, and I'd fight guys on gladiators. I wasn't moving them like I should, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Well, it's not like I could really squat 700. I could squat 700 with a knee wraps and a belt
Right,
and everything,
right.
and I'm like, well, that's not a real squat to me then. What is it without equipment? And that's when I started going raw and found out that I could get stronger and it helped me better. And it also made my body stronger as a solid piece of metal in a sense. And so that's why I recommend not doing it. So again, for you guys, please, if you can, don't use it, but also don't go so crazy heavy that you're gonna hurt yourself. Be smart about that. Hopefully that answers your question well enough. Again, you can watch a lot of YouTube videos that I talk about that.
So now the next question is, why does society tell us it's okay to just eat 3 meals a day?
Society does not say it's okay to eat 3 meals a day.
I don't know where.
Somebody
they
just
got
asked the
that.
question, says, why does
Yeah.
society? Nobody in history, you cannot show me anywhere where it says eat 3 meals a day is healthy. So yeah, I know that there's people that in books have written saying 3 meals and a couple snacks during the day, but there's no 3 meals. That's been thrown out 30 years ago. The great thing is this. For all of you that believe in fasting and then eating a big dinner. Now, this is something that's confusing to me that you're not using common sense. If your body can adapt about or utilize 30 to 40 grams of protein in one sitting, what makes you think that you can then skip all day long and then at dinner have 200 grams of protein and you'll be okay? So let's use a little common sense here. There is no 3 meals a day. Obviously,
I don't know.
the hard thing to the stuff that me and Stan and Danielle, Dr. Danielle, and we all kind of continue to talk to you guys about is small snacks throughout the day. Good small meals throughout the day is going to be the best thing for you. I'm sorry, there's not a trick to this. I'm sorry, there's not a little
So whoever
fad
said
diet.
about those 3 meals.
Nobody said it. He just made that up.
Oh, okay.
Whoever-
okay.
whoever
Take
wrote
three
that
meals
question.
and split them in 2 and make it 6. How
Yeah.
is that?
All right. So now, how can you lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time?
Lose body fat and gain muscle at the same time. That is called the program Lose Body Fat, Gain Muscle at the Same Time.
That's Cold Fitness.
Cold Fitness. Go over to him.
Cold Train Fitness.
He's gonna have an app out here soon.
Get abs in 2 days.
Can you? When I hear this, I cringe a little bit because I always think about the guy that's 20, 30 pounds overweight and wants to put on 20 pounds of muscle. Can you lose fat? You automatically lose fat by exercising. Can you build muscle? Well, if you're working out and eating correctly, you're building muscle. It's a slow process. Here's the other side of that. If you're overweight, please just get in shape. If you want to build muscle, after you get the fat off, build the muscle. Try not to do two things at once. Two things at once is going to frustrate you. You're not going to last more than 8 weeks on it, and then you're going to stop.
And here's why I think, because losing weight, it's a certain type of nutrition that you have to do. Getting muscle, it's a different type of nutrition that you have to do, in my opinion.
Well, no, your opinion is correct. One's a surplus, one's a deficit.
Correct.
I just don't believe in doing two things at once. And you're going to find a trainer that will tell you 100% I can lose your fat and put on muscle. Go try him for a while. And then come back to me after you realize it's taking too long and you didn't get in shape and you don't look good. I'm just going to get you in shape and try to get the fat off, and then we'll start building the muscle, because you're going to like your physique with the fat off. And then as you're building muscle, it always you're okay taking the time. It takes a little longer to build muscle than it does to take off the fat.
Oh yeah.
Okay. We're going to go back over to these guys. These guys are really, look at this. Look at the intensity on these two. Oh, focused. Jeffrey's in it. Serge.
There's some really odd questions, and then there's some.
Can we get two funny questions?
Oh, I have one.
Elementary.
How about a statement?
How about a statement? Oh boy, this might get nasty. Mo,
Yeah.
give us a statement.
Talk to me.
Why are you so hot, Mike?
Oh.
Mo, can you repeat that?
No, I don't know what they're talking about.
That
English-
person was right.
My English very
The question
small.
was, why am I so hot? I don't know.
Why have you chose to stay natural?
Why have you chosen?
Oh, geez.
Yeah, why don't you
We
just
talk
go,
about that.
Why don't you go see Generation Iron?
Watch that.
Go watch Generation Iron and you will see why I chose to stay natural.
Yeah, there's your answer.
All right, now for any 21-year-olds, what kind of training do you recommend
No, which,
at that
which-
age group? So like, they're asking like if
Yeah.
in age
Yeah,
categories.
I
what kind
gotcha.
of
So here's the great thing. What I definitely, hopefully you guys understand, is mostly you youngsters, because I know that's my number one demographic. I started at 9, was competing by 13 and 14, won the state powerlifting by 15. Won a men's show and teenage show the same day when I was 19, because my dad stopped me from, he wanted me to compete against the men. So it's that young age is what I'm
You
trying to get
look-
to. I also look
Man.
like a man, which we're going to show you pictures of
Yeah,
Titan.
yeah.
At 1 year old, he already looks like a 5-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
But I already looked in the size of a man by the
Yeah.
time I was 17, 18, 19, 15. So my answer to your question, the question is, how should a 21-year-old train? Here's the great thing. My training principles, I've gone and done everything. I've supersetted, drop sets, lightweight, lots of reps, heavyweight, low reps, power lifted, done it all. But I'll keep coming back to my basic philosophy of power bodybuilding. And that is basically what I did back then to get all my size. So stay with the power
The
bodybuilding.
foundation.
Yeah, it's
That's the whole
for you 15-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 21-year-olds, my power bodybuilding program. For you 50-year-olds, believe it or not, and girls, my power bodybuilding program. You could either do the strength gains or the pro secrets or my straight powerlifting power bodybuilding, and those are all over on my website. Click here. No, click here. Click here. Ooh, that's a good angle, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did I find it? All right.
Yeah, you found it.
Can you give me another statement?
Oh, another statement.
Why not? Let's have fun with this.
Let's see.
Mike, please, if I do sperm
Oh my gosh.
release, will this hinder my squat day?
Oh.
If I do sperm release. So
Yes,
If you have
so-
sex before you
Yes.
squat.
So I don't know if you guys heard that, but he said if why don't you repeat it, Mo? What was the question, Mo?
If I drop a load before I go to the gym.
I think I would have done it a little bit more. Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
before I
if
squat.
the guy ejaculates before the gym, will it hurt his
Oh, okay,
lifting?
The
whatever.
old myth.
The old mythy.
I wouldn't do that.
I would.
Ooh.
Guys, I
Before
would.
you go to
Yeah,
what?
yeah, get it out, get it out. The more you release, the more you produce is one thing. It also is a healthy thing to get it out. Also put your mind at ease. Also it appeases your partner in crime, unless you're just by yourself. But it does release some energy and stuff.
Speaks from experience.
Yes, I do. It does not hurt the gains. It does not hurt you. I don't know. This was a thing back in the 80s, and I can't believe it's still around today about, no, don't come before your fight, or don't come before a boxing match or a wrestling match. And it actually is proven incorrectly. And they've done studies on this. If you guys want to search the internet, they've actually done studies of guys that did have sex or orgasm before training and stuff compared to the guys that didn't. And the guys that did come actually had better workouts and better training.
That's it.
Let's never ask me that shit again. One more? Come on, baby.
Ooh, that's pretty much it. Everyone
Really?
was all-
Everything else is silly?
Yeah, just asking about certain exercises for certain body parts.
Yeah,
Stuff
well.
like that.
Man,
lame,
I was hoping, guys, man, for some good ones. I will do this again. Please, on here, do this. You guys are really good, you YouTubers. Ask some questions here that really benefit you and your maybe age group or what you're going through, and then we will answer those questions. Again, get your girls on here with you to talk about it. Again, Mona is a freak,
Am I?
even though I'm out angry. I'm doing the Craig thing.
I'm
right
not
now.
even like, yeah, no.
I'm doing the. Hey,
No, you're not.
Hey, how you doing? You guys enjoy. I do want to thank my team, Knucklehead and Treetop. Thank you so much, guys. This is the meal plan. I'm guessing it's gonna be right here. You click that bad
Get
boy.
on that, guys.
Yeah.
Get on that, guys.
Oh,
There you go.
Boom.
right
There
there.
you
Oh.
Figure.
You guys click on that. Again, I can't tell you enough that it is nutrition. I know that you guys believe that it might be, you work your ass off in the gym. If you're not getting the right nutrition, I don't care how hard you work, you're not going to get to the best you possibly can. Or are you giving them the look?
Yeah.
Yeah, give them the look. There you go. Peace out.